Hey guys, it's Nia,
And Kiera.
and today we're doing a book review of The Selection by Kiera Cass. So let's get into it. Go.
Set in the future, the selection is a competition held in a country called Ilya, formerly known as the United States of America, that gives 35 eligible girls the opportunity to vie for Prince Max's hand in marriage. Every girl dreams of their chance to be in the competition that could change their lives forever. Well, everyone except for America's singer. She had no interest in being in the competition except to help her family become one, the highest caste possible in Ilya. She was already happy with a guy that she was having a private hidden relationship with, and had no feelings for the prince on television screen who seemed full of himself. That is, until she actually met him and realized that maybe life turned out differently than she thought.
Now we're going to talk about the caste system. The caste system goes from 1 to 8, highest to lowest. The first caste is about royalty, the prince, the king, and the queen. The second caste is celebrities like athletes, musicians, models, movie stars. The third caste is teachers, doctors, um, architects, all those things. And the fourth caste is businessmen and businesswomen like jewelers, chefs, and all things like that.
The fifth cast is artists and performers, like stage actors, musicians, singers, and dancers, and more like that. The sixth cast is workers, so that includes secretaries, waitresses, waiters, housekeepers. The seventh caste is manual laborers, so that's gardeners, construction workers, farm hands, and things like that. And the eighth caste is like homeless. They don't work anywhere and they are runaways.
Now we're going on to the rating. The thing is, the selection is one of our favorite book series, but after reflecting together on this book, it's more like a 3.5 or 4 stars on its own. It's one of our favorite books and we love this series, but it's so incomplete and bland on its own without the two other books. However, we really love how all the characters had something different about them and how descriptive Kira Cass made all the characters and how we could envision them while reading. We also loved how much drama there was between all the characters, especially when America has her love triangle.
So now we are going to move on to the spoiler part of this book review. So if you haven't read the book and you don't want to be spoiled, exit out of this video and then come back when you finish. So now we're going to move on to favorite characters. I don't know if in this book I necessarily have a favorite character because the second book, The Elite, is when the drama was amped out a lot more. But I immediately loved America's Maid Lucy because she was always there for America and had been through so much, but still did her best for America and took good care of her. I liked her more than the others because Anne was a little bit bossy and Mary was just there. I feel like she didn't have her own storyline for me to judge her. I also really liked America's dad because he just seemed so supportive and sweet. He and America had a close bond, and it showed even when they were just writing letters to each other.
Now we're going to go on to my favorite characters. My favorite character, hands down, has to be Anne, Lucy, and Mary. They were America's maids because they rooted for her and wanted her to win when she had made so many mistakes. Out of all the maids, my favorite is Lucy because I loved how she didn't cover emotions like the other maids and let America ask her what's wrong. Anne and Mary were just very serious and always wanted to be professional. But the maids were like America's best friends aside from Marley. I also loved America's relationship with her little sister. I also have my sisters myself, so it was good to see her relationship with her sister throughout the book.
Now we'll be going on to favorite parts. All the parts were sort of equal for me, but the most interesting parts were the bet between America and Maxon and when America meet Maxon for getting close to her on their first official date. America had just lost a bet to Maxon for thinking that her little sister, May, would cry after eating the delicious tarts America had at the palace. They sent it to May and she didn't cry, so America couldn't wear the pants like she wanted to win, though she had to go on a date with Maxon. Maxon was having a nice conversation with America and stepped forward, but America thought he was doing something else because one of the officials that came to their house to discuss rules told her that she couldn't refuse anything the prince told her to do. And it was funny when she needed him, though, because he got so alarmed and angry at her.
Now we're going on to my favorite part. Not a lot happens in the selection, but my favorite part of this book is probably when America and Maxon placed a bet at breakfast to see if May would cry over a strawberry tart or not. And if she did, America would get to wear pants. Even though May didn't cry, he still gave her the pants, and it was very cute. I really loved parts when Max and America would tease each other and fight. I just found it so cute.
Now we will be going on to least favorite parts. My least favorite part is when Aspen comes as a royal guard and disrupts the peace. America and Maxon were just getting closer, and Aspen was acting as if he hadn't gotten mad at America for taking care of him when he didn't have much food. What kind of person does that? I understand that he's embarrassed, but I hate that he did that and then came back expecting things to be exactly the same and for America to just drop everything and be with him despite the fact that it was against the rules. And it was frustrating that America did it anyway. I also hated when Celeste did anything, but especially when she twisted America's arm and ripped her dress and got away with it, because she should have been the first one gone. Both Aspen and Celeste were my least favorite characters in this book.
My favorite part is when Celeste ripped America's dress. Celeste was a very mean character in the first book. She was always being rude to the other girls. When Celeste got one of the girls kicked out because she agitated one of the girls to hit her, and Celeste acted like she was innocent. And after Celeste ripped America's dress, Maxon believed that Celeste was innocent, and he always said he trusted America, but didn't believe America was telling the truth. I also hated when Aspen came because he was the one who told her he didn't want anything she gave him, and he got mad. And he came to the castle expecting America to take him back. And I think throughout the book, he kind of was thinking about himself a lot and how they needed to be together. And he didn't really think about what America wanted.
Overall, this book was a good book. It had its ups and downs, like the fact that the drama stayed in about one level for almost the whole book, and it felt like a little more of an introduction to the selection since the other two books complete the whole series. On its own, it was very enjoyable and fun to get to know the other girls in the competition and to see America and Maxon's chemistry and how intrigued Maxon always was by her. We liked that America told Maxon about how rough the other cast had it outside the real world. We feel like Maxon should have known, especially since he's a prince, but it was good to see him take immediate interest and seriousness. It showed how much he cared. Every character made their own mistakes at some point in this trilogy, but that's what makes these books so fun to read. We highly recommend this series, and we hope that you read this one before the movie comes out on Netflix. We will do the other books in this series soon, so stay tuned.
Thanks for watching, guys. We hope you enjoyed this video. Comment down below some books we should read and review, and like and subscribe. We hope you enjoyed this video. Bye, guys.